Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is going to be a very different style of video. If you can't tell already, I'm going to basically take you guys on a little adventure in this video and talk about a few things that I see going on currently in the market. So without further ado guys, let's get straight into this video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about a couple of, we'll call them trolls, and people who I guess just find it funny to either just kind of really dog you down on your side hustle and or just honestly don't offer fair prices. And I know this happens in a lot of people's marketplaces, whether it be Facebook Marketplace, marketplaces online such as eBay, Java, places of that nature. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of share my experience, and maybe you guys might get a laugh out of it, who knows. Like I said, this video is a very different video than what you're used to seeing, very different format, but I thought it'd be kind of a fun and interesting video to make nonetheless. So yeah, I want to give some examples that I will be showing on screen, kind of what I've dealt with in my own personal market. And guys, it's gonna be a fun one. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you're gonna get some laughs out of this video, as I know, you know, you'll see. So stick around if you want a good laugh, if you kind of just want to see what's been going on in my local market. And I'd love to hear your guys' stories down below and what you've gone through, because I know I'm not alone in this, guys. So drop a comment down below on what you've had to deal with in your local market. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Please make me laugh. I would love to see what you guys have dealt with as of recently. But yeah guys, I'm going to be dipping into some of the personal experiences that I've been having, and some of these people that are just they're something else, guys. So let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, so for this clown, again, I'm gonna bleep out the name and also their profile picture for privacy purposes. But this guy is a straight f***ing clown. This guy has actually messaged me not once but twice, and I actually looked at his profile just to see if he was competition trying to snuff me out, and lo and behold, he does happen to sell some PCs, if I remember correctly from looking at his profile. So you know, that's one thing that you're going to run into with selling a marketplace, is you are going to have competition, and sometimes they can get pretty cutthroat. You get people that want to snuff you out, and especially if you're competition, they're going to try to scare you away, and this guy is definitely not far from what we're talking about here. Like I said, this isn't the first time he's done this. I have another screenshot of him also trying to snuff me out and just basically trying to dog on my builds. And yeah, I'm pretty used to this, guys, but this is again why I wanted to make this video, to kind of show you the stuff that I deal with in my local marketplace, and just kind of like some of these clowns and these trolls, these people that just straight up hate on what you do and don't want to see you succeed. And you know what, it's sad to see, but you know, that's kind of the human nature, sadly, guys. And now we move on to our second prime example of the good old jackwagon that we have here. As you can see, this is another PC I had for sale, and he said the AM platform is outdated and no longer supported in a few years. AM5 is the new platform and future proof. Again guys, this guy just can't get enough of me. He loves to just go ahead and dog on everything I have, and again, he's been trying to snuff me out. He's competition, it's cutthroat, it is what it is, but you know what, you just gotta learn to deal with it, and it builds your outer shell just more and more. I don't know what else to say. Now this next one, you guys, this really ties in back to what I was saying before. In case you guys don't believe me, I have lots of people like this in my market who don't have a lot of money, and they're looking for a really cheap gaming PC at a quote-unquote affordable price. I say quote-unquote because in my eyes, I feel like a budget PC that's affordable is around $500 to $600. This person, obviously, they only said they had 340, which who knows, they could just be saying that and they wanted to save money, and maybe they got more like 450 or 400. I digress. I let him know, as you can see in the message here, yes, you'd be correct. I'm not gonna want that for the PC that I have listed for 540, but I did say, you know, I always try to be nice to people, and I always try to be professional. So I said, hey, look, you know, I can't sell this for 340 basically, but I do have a PC that will be up for sale here, a real ultra budget one, in the next 1 to 2 weeks. Keep your eyes peeled. You know, that's just a really good way to end off a conversation. You know, I try not to end off conversations rough. I try to keep all my communication professional. That kind of comes from my engineering background, to be honest. I work with a lot of professionals at work, a lot of engineers, and a lot of yeah, just, you know, professional oriented people. So I kind of have that background, so to speak, when it comes to communication, excuse me. So again, I try to keep it professional, but yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've had people that reach out to me and want super budget builds, and I get it, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not knocking these people down, like, I understand budgets are tight, but it's really hard to deliver a custom gaming PC at that price, if you guys know where I'm coming from. Yeah, I could build an Xeon build, you know, with like an RX 580 that's from AliExpress, which is like a 2048, you know, streaming processor variant, you know, the cheap RX 580 Xeon build. Those combo builds you can build pretty cheap, but it would be really hard to actually build one for that cheap and actually sell it for like 350, 400. It'd be pretty tough. Because me personally, I like to include like 1 TB SSDs in my builds as much as possible, even on budget builds. I try to at least include 1 TB. I used to do 512 last summer, but I noticed when I switched to 1 TB builds, they seem to sell a little bit better. But yeah. This again just kind of ties in what I was talking about earlier. There's a lot of people out there in my market that are on a really tight budget, so it's really hard to please these people, but I try my very best to do what I do with what I can. And finally, guys, last but definitely not least, we have this guy right here. I'll just call this guy a piece of garbage. This guy, he not only haggled me on the PC price, as you can see in the messages here, but this guy, not even, I want to say 2, 3, 4 months at most later, put the PC back up for sale. And I know this because I verified the profile picture, and not only that, I looked at my pics that I posted for the PC. The build matched up perfectly. 100% of this guy sold, or was trying to sell rather, the PC that I sold him at a bargain deal at just around $760 from the looks of it. He had it posted up for $950, so the guy was trying to flip it for like a $190 profit. But now I know some people may see this and say, well, that's not a big deal, you know, he's just doing what you're doing, he's flipping to make a profit. Well, I mean, if you're somebody like me who actually flips and builds these PCs, you know, you invest your time, your money, and a lot of effort into doing it, and then someone just goes ahead and flips it, makes a giant profit on it, which honestly he was selling it for way too much. He was trying to sell it, like I said, for $950, guys. It had a RTX 2070, if I remember correctly. It might have been a Super, and then Ryzen 7 3700X, 32 gigs of RAM, all that good stuff. 1 TB NVMe. It was all PCI Gen 4, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I get an icky feeling when somebody like that does that. I've never actually had that happen. That's the first time I've ever had it happen to me. I know I've talked to Casual Tech Review in the past about this, and he's actually covered it in a recent video he put up about maybe 2-3 months ago. I know in his market he was having the same exact issue going on where people were buying his PCs and then turning around and flipping them for a profit, which, you know, like I said, some people may have different opinions on this, but me personally, I don't know. It gives me a very icky feeling when I put in all that time and effort and I put it out for a good price, good deal for somebody, and then someone just turns around and takes it and turns it for a profit, and they put in basically no work, you know? I don't know. Very icky feeling, in my opinion. You can let me know in the comments down below how you feel about that, but yeah, that's my take on that, and that's kind of another experience I had on Facebook Marketplace. Alright guys, we're at the end of the video now. This is really all I have to share. Well, it's not true. I do have a lot more I could share, a lot more screenshots, a lot more funnier ones, to be quite honest. If you guys want me to continue this for some odd reason, let me know. I've got more screenshots, and believe me, I will take more as I get them. Maybe we should turn this into a series. Who knows? I don't know. But if you enjoyed this video, if you got a laugh out of it, let me know, because I know I enjoy dealing with these people from time to time. It just puts a smile on your face sometimes, man. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop your boy a like, drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know your stories and your crazy experiences you've had with dealing with people on your local Facebook Marketplace or even online. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you want to come back and see more content, subscribe and help me grow this channel. And before we go, guys, I did want to touch on just one last thing here, and then I promise I'll get out of here. Alright, ladies and gents, the last thing I wanted to touch on in this video before I go is the Flip Till 10 series. And I'm definitely making some changes. I actually hinted at this in my last video I uploaded, that I was going to make some changes and an announcement, so to speak, in a way. It still will be kind of a Flip Till 10, although we won't be going to 10K more than likely. Probably going to be going actually half that amount to 5K. The reason being is you guys may have known or maybe not have known, I made a video a long time ago about basically a car accident that I had gotten into. I didn't get hurt. The vehicles were actually parked where we lived, and they just got totaled, and it's a long story. It's been an absolute nightmare going to go through it, but basically I got screwed out of 2 vehicles. which really sucks. So I'm going to be saving money until I have enough money to buy a decent new-ish or older, vehicle. So yeah, I just wanted to make that quick announcement. That's what the series is going to be changing to for Flip to 10. We're going to be flipping to around 5K to get a new car. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly let you guys know that's what we're switching it to from that here on out. And I hope you'll join me in the series, and I hope you'll stay till the end to see what kind of vehicle we get. It'll be very interesting, and be lots of fun. So yeah, if you want to see that and you want to stick around and you want to see more tech content, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.